Hey guys, on today's tutorial I'm going to teach you how to transfer your website from a generic web host like HostGator, um, Bluehost, any number of hosts into WP Engine. The process is pretty simple and WP Engine makes it even easier. So I'm just going to walk you through it, all the steps that you need, and hopefully this will be useful and helpful. If you want to find out more about all the work I do, go to my website, oscarstech.com. If you want to have a tutorial made for you, or you need an evaluation, audit, any of that sort of stuff, go down to the description below, find my Patreon link, and join one of the tiers so that you can get all the information you want. Watch past videos, previous content that I've created that may be helpful for you. So thanks again for watching, and let's get into the video. We're going to be transferring the website for John Chow's daughter, Sally Chow. So this is the website. It's already been established. It's on, I believe this is on HostGator, but for this particular tutorial, we don't even need to log on to the host. We're going to use the automated WP Engine transfer system. Very, very easy to do. The link is down in the description if you want to follow that. We're going to go into the WP Engine side of things first. And in here, I'm logged into the dashboard. We're going to go to Sites. Once you click on Sites, we're going to click on Add Site. Click on Next. We're going to call this Sally Chow. Okay, so it's going to be Sally Chow at, or sallychow.wpengine. And this is going to be for production. The way that this is going to work is you're going to have your main site that is already live remain as it is. But on the side, we're going to build the one for WP Engine, make sure it all transfers over, everything is ready to go, and then we're going to turn DNS on to the new site, and then the old one will stop being served. Then you can go in and cancel your hosting account or delete it, whatever you want to do. So we're going to go here and say production, and we're going to add site. Now you see it, that is, it's right here. So let's go check it out, and it's good. So there's a lot of warnings, a lot of walkthrough steps that they will give you, a lot of checklists that are really good to follow and make sure that you go through it. But what we want right now is we want to do a site migration. We're going to click on site migration, and it's super easy. You go to the automated step right here. You're going to download and activate the plugin on the current site. So we're going to download this plugin. We could also install it directly into the dashboard, and that's what I'm going to do right now. So instead of downloading, then uploading and all that stuff, actually I'll show you both ways. So one way is to do this way. So WP Engine automated migration, we're going to copy that, and we're going to go into the dashboard for Sally Chow. We're going to go into plugins and add new, and we're going to search for the title of the plugin that I just copied over. Notice automatically searches, and we will do install now, then activate. Now for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to redo all that, and I'm going to do it by hand so that you get both options. So we're going to download this. We're going to save it here. And then we're going to go into the dashboard, and we're going to add a plugin. But this time we're going to upload a plugin right here at the top. Choose the file. We're going to find the plugin that we wanted, and it's that one. I'm going to click open and install now. From here, the plugin will be installed. Oh, you can see it right here, and we just click on activate. You could also activate on the previous screen. I'm going to put in my email address and see if this works. Looks like your site is ready to migrate. Okay, so let's go through the process and migrate. Destination site URL. This sites, and we need this right here. And what we need is right here, I believe it's going to be SFTP users. So we need this information here. So the SFTP address, we'll copy that over. Oops, where did Sally's website go? Too many tabs open. Okay, here you go. So this will not work on the new destination, on the destination for WP Engine until we switch DNS. But we want this address to be the final address. Over here, we're going to use the host and server address, which we received from this place right here. The SFTP username and password you have to create. So let's create an SFTP user and let's call it OGT Migrate. And we'll create a random password here using our trusty LastPass. Just copy that password. And the path will be optional. We'll leave it as it is, and we're going to use production as the destination. That's where we created the first site. We're going to add SFTP user. Remember OGT migrate and then the password. We're going to add that username. Once you have this 4 pieces of information, all we do is click on migrate. And it should just work. Hopefully that is the case. Hopefully that is the case. Yeah. Oh, the name is actually Sally Chow dash OGT migrate. So let's go and fix that. Okay. Notice the username is listed right here. It's not just what I put in, but it actually has a prefix. So let's try that again and migrate. I had to make a change to the address, and I had to put in the actual address for the WP Engine that we input as we created the site, and then everything started working. So make sure that you copy that from your dashboard, and then this should start working. Depending on the size of your site, it may take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. In some cases, I've seen it take up to 20 minutes because the host is very slow on the other side, or there's a lot of files. I recently copied a site that was over 4 gigs in size with images and pictures and all that sort of stuff. So be patient with that. Do not refresh this page. Do not cancel. Just let it work. And when it's all completed, we should have the site available here, and it should just work. We'll cover the rest of the settings on the next section once this is completed. After a few moments, you will see that this is complete. And then, again, the source is the original website. The destination will be the temporary WP Engine website until you have set DNS to point to this, and you have arranged this to have the same as the main domain. So let's go look and make sure this worked. Takes a moment to load. But there you have it. The whole website is moved over. We don't have to do anything else. It's all taken care of, all moved over. Now we have to go back into the WP Engine dashboard, and we'll need to go and configure this site to have the main domain. The next part we have to do is actually add the full domain to this. So it should be sallychow.com. In your case, it would be your own domain. So let's click on Add Domain. This is going to do 2 things. It's going to add the domain without the www dot part and then with it automatically. So we're going to type it in here. We already own that domain, so we're just going to leave it there. Then the next option will be the next thing is to point DNS to here. However, we don't need to do that just yet. But it tells you right here where you need to go for that. So if you have it with GoDaddy, Namecheap, other network solutions, It will tell you right here. And if you can't figure that out, then do a whois lookup request. Now, we can do an SSL certificate because the website doesn't have one right now, and that's something that should be done pretty much with every website now. So we're going to check both of those boxes up, and we're going to click that we have agreed and continue. Now, I don't want to do the DNS part right this second because I am not in control of that. Somebody else is going to make that change. So I'm going to say, I'll point this later. What that means is that this part, sallychow.com, with the WP engine, or sallychow.wp engine, will stop working for a little while because I don't want any downtime with the DNS. So when the DNS is switched over, I want this website to be done. So I'm going to say I'll point to this later. One of the downsides to pointing it and doing it later is that the SSL certificate will not be done right away. So we're going to say I will manually do this later. Okay, so the domain will be ready, and then that's it. Now we just need to update the DNS, and when that's done, then your DNS will be updated. After you have created the DNS records, and for that I'm not going to go through it, but there's a link right here that you can follow for instructions on how to do it. Point DNS to WP Engine. There's all kinds of scenarios that are explained here, and you can use different ways, different methods, and depending on how your DNS provider is configured, you may need to use one or the other. I can't really give you a tutorial on this, but I went ahead and did it for Sally Chow now. And this is how I can confirm. And we're going to test it out real quick. If I go to sallychow.com, it goes to this website. Now it looks like the other Sally Chow, right? It looks just like the normal website. But the way I can confirm is by doing this. If I go to WP admin and I log in, notice it redirects me to sallychow.wpengine.com, at which point I can log in. Now there's one more change you need to do so that the DNS actually works, because right now it's just saying, hey, sallychow.com is actually at sallychow.wpengine.com. Now that's not what we want. Once the DNS change is done, we want it to be done. We're going to go to the settings here, general. And right here under general, what we want is to say sallychow.com. Now once that's done, we say save changes, and there's a chance I'm going to lose access to this because the SSL certificate part is not configured yet. So let's have a look and see if this works. When we click on save changes, this is normal right now because the certificate is not working yet. So we're going to say advance, and we're going to say proceed. Even if it's unsafe, we know it's just us right now. Now, we're still in sallychow.com right now. We're going to click on login. And we are in. So this is beautiful. Now we're going to do a test post. We're going to create an all post. I'm going to say test. But instead of making it for today, because we wouldn't want it to show up at the front of the page, we're going to publish it for this time, but last year. Actually, let's go to 2017. I don't think anything's been published for a long time. 2019, so we just have to go before 19, so let's go to 2018. Say OK and publish. View post. So the post is working. Now if I were to remove the DNS settings, this is how I can confirm. The DNS settings will not, if I were to change the DNS settings, which I'm using right now, I'm using a bit of a hack. It's called the DNS hack, where I can control DNS locally from my computer. So we're going to go here and remove the DNS changes, and this post should not longer work. Now let's go sallychow.com. So this is the original site. Let's do a search for test. See, notice 2010, 2008. There is no test post. So this is the original website on the original host. And if I go back and turn DNS back on, just on my desktop, so the world has not found any changes yet. Nothing has been changed for the entire website as the world sees it, only for me. Let's close this, and let's close this, and this, and let's go back to sallychow.com. See? There it is. And if we do a search for test, we should see our post. There it is. June 21st, 2018, as we just created, and there's a test post. So we know that this site, the new one, is now working on WP Engine. All we need to do is finish the proper DNS settings and also add SSL, and then we'll be good to go. Now, SSL, by its nature, cannot be completed until DNS records are properly set up, because SSL guarantees that this website is who they say they are and is going to check through the DNS records to verify that stuff. So for the time being, this is how you migrate a website from any host, really, into WP Engine. Their automated tool makes it super easy. It saves you so much time, so many headaches, so much manual labor. For purposes of expediency and for the tutorial, I probably did a few steps that you don't need to do. So go ahead and review the video again if you need. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you need help transferring over your site. In fact, I do this if you buy WP Engine from me, because they give me a commission. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And otherwise, I'll catch you on the next video. Have a good one. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you want to get more, and if you want to learn more about all the work I do and get more tutorials, custom reviews, audits of your website, questions answered, go to the description, find the Patreon link, and go check out what I have available for you over there. You'll be glad you did. See you guys next time. Bye.